After spending the last several months putting thousands of arrows through the Mathews TRX7 as part of ArcheryTalk's 2017 target bow project, it's finally time for the video review. The TRX7 is set up with Doinker Platinum High Mod stabilizers, Doinker Mighty Mount offset stabilizer mounts, specialty archery peep, clarifier, scope and lens, and bright side arrow rest. The Mathews TRX7 has a retail price of about $1,800 and specs include an axle-to-axle length of 40 inches, brace height of 7 inches, mass weight of 4.92 pounds, and IBO rated speed of 332 feet per second. Draw lengths range from 23 to 30 inches in half-inch increments with module changes. I found the draw cycle of the TRX7 to be a bit stiff, but it's incredibly smooth with absolutely no dump off into the valley. That stiff draw is to be expected with a bow this quick. However, it's far from unpleasant. Once at full draw, the bow is eager to jump on you if your form breaks down at all. I prefer to shoot this bow with one turn out of the limbs, which makes the valley much more manageable for me. Archers who consistently pull strongly into the wall should have no trouble. For a cable stop bow, the wall on the TRX is quite solid and was a nice surprise. Once at full draw, the TRX felt incredibly stable. In fact, I found it the most stable of all the target bows I tested. The TRX has an absolutely enormous riser with a little heft to it. Once you find a stabilizer setup you like, this bow does a great job of staying on target. Perhaps my biggest gripe with the TRX is the grip. The front is good and flat, but the grip is fatter than I like, especially at the top. For me, the grip doesn't quite fit my hand, at least not in the way I'm used to. However, different grip options are available for purchase, and I'm sure one of those would work just fine. Another issue I had with the TRX7 was tuning. Though I didn't have any issue getting the bow set up and shooting great, I do notice more camling than I'm comfortable with. This can be fixed, but you need to buy Mathews top hat system to do it. You also have to take off the cams and do some pretty significant bow surgery. On the plus side, the cams came out of the box hitting their stops at the same time and have stayed that way ever since. When it comes to performance, the TRX7 really shines. In my speed tests, I saw an average speed of 300 feet per second from a 350 grain arrow using a 60-pound draw weight and 29-inch draw length. That's blistering fast for a target bow, and I was truly impressed. As for fit and finish, the Mathews TRX7 is built like a tank. It just doesn't feel like anything can break on it. It's also my favorite looking bow of the year. I know some people are put off by the looks, but I love the white on white limbs and riser combination. However, the powder-coated riser finish is showing some wear with a couple of chips in the paint. I found the anodized risers are holding up much better than the powder-coated ones. For target bows, results count more than anything, and I've had no trouble putting up good scores with this bow. In fact, I was set to beat my best score in a known 3D round by a significant margin, before dropping a late 5 and following it up with a very frustrated 8. I still ended up with a tie for my second best score despite the mental flub. As a pure shooter, the Mathews TRX7 is as good as any bow I've ever shot. If you're able to find a good deal on one and you're a confident bow tuner, I wouldn't hesitate to recommend this bow.